Hello and welcome to Where the Living Room Used to Be, a podcast about Rhode Island's music scene. Hey everyone, it's James. Clatta Bumboo and I talk music advice on this mini episode where he shares a story about being truly dedicated to who you are as a musician. We also discuss what being in the information age means to artists these days, and the core focus on collaboration as a guiding light to creating his music. As always, thanks for checking this out. Please support Clatta Bumboo by buying any of his amazing music on Bandcamp or Apple or Amazon, or you can stream it on your favorite digital platform. You know, from your experience as a musician coming up, has there been a mentor, a bandmate, someone that you've worked with that has shared a piece of advice that you would like to pass along from them to the listeners here?
Yes. When I was an entertainment coordinator at Sandoz Negril in, 1996, I saw a musician defended his name. And he defended his name in a very unorthodox way.
Okay.
His stage name is Benji Myers. And there was another performing act in the circuit whose name was Jem Myers. Jem Myers is female, Benji Myers is male. And the host went on stage and ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Tonight is gonna be awesome. Presenting Jem Myers. And Benji Myers stood up tall. Not very tall guy, 5 feet plus. But he stood up tall and he didn't shift. He didn't move a muscle. And the host, took a breath and, yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's gonna be awesome. Jem Myers. And Benji didn't move.
Wow. Yeah.
I got to know him. And probably 4 or 5 years after, I asked him, I reminded him of the event and I said, why didn't you move? Why didn't you go? And he said, know who you are as a person. Know who you are as a musician. Stand up in your purpose. If you're not ready to defend what you're doing as a musician, might as well. You just leave the stage. Music is for the people. Music is serious, Yes, it's fun when you're growing up and but he told me, now that you're recording and you have a sound, you think you have a sound, you have a responsibility. So be responsible. Be very responsible. People are depending on you.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Find a position, know your position. Know your name, know what you're about, and stand up in your purpose. Yeah. Yeah.
It's true. And then from your own experience of being a musician and, writing songs, hitting the stage, creating, having your publishing company, is there a piece of advice that you would give to someone else that may be, aspiring to do that or just someone else that might be interested?
Well, the pointers you brought forward, like hitting stage, producing, publishing. We're in the information age. There's nothing that you or anyone I want to know about that we can't find information on. Again, just be purposeful. Be purposeful. Seek to know. It's not out of your reach. Be patient. Be patient. Be patient. I'll say it another time. Be patient. For music, if a musician, a singer-songwriter, I'll use me as an example. If I have an idea for a specific sound, and it's not being done we're not seeing the results, be respectful to the person who is assisting. May it be the producer, the engineer, the instrumentalist. Be patient. Be very patient. Be respectful. Close the phase. Let it be known you're going to find help somewhere else, and find help. And don't be a protectionist. Whatever is learned at the from the other phase, be open and bring it to the person who helped you before. And you know what? I can say this. Be about relationships, man.
Yeah.
Be about relationships. Too much of what we do is transactional. Be about relationships. Be about relationships. Be of good principles, and it takes care of a lot of the foolishness. A lot of the BS gets pushed out of the way when you are that person.
Yeah.
If you're leading, lead and lead respectfully and lead in patience. Definitely.
Yeah. That's super on point. And I'm with you. I've noticed that as well, of just and using that exact language of transactional, and it's just not what I'm into at all.
Yeah, man.
I aspire to, even from doing this, I aspire to have relationships with people, and I know it's not always going to happen, but those are the bigger things of doing this podcast for so many years, of like getting to meet musicians, and then actually like Ben Shaw comes to mind, like he's a phenomenal multi-instrumentalist, but like getting to like sit in and actually like play music with him, and vice versa. Like that's what I'm like really interested in, and not just having it be like, oh, I can talk about his release and then we're done. It's like I want to be friendly with him, So
yeah, man. It's and by respect, I mean too often I run into musicians who act like they don't know me.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. Too often I walk into spaces and it's, oh, he's the reggae guy. So
okay.
Relationships, man. Too often I approach a guy for help, and he charged me what could buy a cow and a calf and a barn in Jamaica.
Yeah. To
play instrument or to do a mix. I mean, come on. If someone in Rhode Island approaches you, listen, man. Listen. Yeah. Think about the relationship side of it. Don't just think about the legal tender, because the legal tender doesn't go far. It doesn't go as far as the relationships do.
Yeah.
And it's relationships that turn the wheel. We're trying to make changes. It's about relationships. It's about collaboration.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Cool. And then, last question for this segment here is, I just always want to know, like, what inspires a person, like what inspires you, and it could be like what inspires your music, but what inspires you just in life.
I don't think I can overstate this. I live to collaborate. I live to collaborate. I'm very introverted in the fact that I will go to, I run an independent practice over on Waterman Street in Providence, and I will go to my office at 8 a.m. in the morning. I'll come out at 8 p.m. and I come home. And one would think that because I'm a published artist, I would be out doing the rounds. I don't ever do the rounds. Call me and tell me you have a rhythm or you have a beat and you want me to put down a hook.
Oh, okay.
I will do 15 hours of work in the day, and call me at 1 a.m. And I'll show up. I'll show up to collaborate. What inspires me? Collaboration. I love to collaborate. It gives me purpose, man. I want to be in the room with the creative. I'm not as interested in the fun as I'm interested in the opportunity to collaborate with a new musician or a new group. you know?
Mhm.
Yeah. So that has always been my fuel, opportunity to meet new people in a purposeful capacity, not just for giggles. You know, I want to make that clear.
Exactly.
I'm not, I don't drink alcohol, so I'm not big on let's go have a drink.
Yeah.
You know, but if you want me in Boston, I will drive to you. I'll come and participate. So it's my fuel. Seeing other people collaborating, seeing results, you know, seeing results from getting together. Yeah, that's my inspiration.
Yeah.
I breed for that. I breed to collaborate.
I dig it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. There's a lot of things. I mean, I've started to put out like records and just do a lot of this stuff. And it really just comes from that. Like, I don't look at it as actually like quote unquote putting out records, but it's like, let's work on this project. Let's make this thing. Like looking at a lot of stuff, like a lot of it is, you know, people release music digitally. And for some reason, I'm maybe of a certain age, but it's like hard for me to connect like fully with that rather than having like a tangible product, you know? So I would be like, hey, let's do this thing that's just going to come out digitally, but let's make, you know, some vinyl, let's make some cassettes, let's make a book, you know, let's make whatever kind of works. And
let's
you know,
make memories.
But it's like, let's do this together. And then we bring it into this other piece and it's just fun, you know? So
let's make memories, man. Let's make memories. I live for that. I live for the realness of collaborating. I live for the realness of working together with someone. That's my thing.
Cool.
Yes, I.
Well, Clatta, thanks again for this. It was really cool to hear your advice and your experience with this stuff. So thank you.
James, you're amazing, man.
Cool.
I saw your email and yeah, I knew I was gonna do it right off the bat.
Cool.
You know, so thank you so much for what you're doing for Rhode Island. Thank you so much for the platform that you've created for Rhode Island artists.
Yeah.
And I do hope you will talk to road managers and you know, club owners and you know, get everybody involved, man, so we can all learn.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Much respect.
Thanks again for listening. Over the years, Clatta Bumboo and Roots Government have often worked with PVD World Music, so I wanted to share a clip from one of their performances at Grant's Block in downtown Providence that Chance put on back in September of 2022. The song is My Time to Shine from Clatta's Future Water EP, and I hope you enjoy.
Government in the house. Oh Lord have mercy upon them. Tell them this. Woke up this morning, give thanks for just son. Another day has begun. My window for the breeze, her songs great tonight. Sips on my favorite brew. Clock don't stop, so it's time to go. Got to hit the pavement to be paid. There's a will to win, the time is now. Time to shine, my time. My time to shine, to shine. My time to shine. I'm about to glow, about to glow. My time to shine, my time. My time to shine, to shine. My time to shine. I'm gonna be like the sun. Yes, Providence, I tell them this, it's hard try. In all honesty, that's why can't forget. Forgiveness is so hard to come by. Never mind, my time to shine. My time to shine. My time to shine. I'm about to glow. My time to shine. My time to shine. My time to shine. I'm gonna be like the sun. I must make positive moves. Focus on me own foot. Don't worry about the next man's shoes. Every day we give thanks. My time to shine. My time to shine. My time to shine. I'm about to glow. My time to shine. My time to shine. My time to shine. I'm gonna be like the sun. I'm warning them. Oh, Providence. I'm warning them. I'm my time to shine. And I'm my time to glow. From Providence to Kingston town. I'm about to glow. Yes, I'm to shine. I'm gonna be like the sun. Oh, Rhode Island, what a joy to be out in the sun. Yeah.